Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2019 with the Rude Man. Today I'm taking a first look at a map that I found this morning called Neverland. I'm assuming there was a Neverland before because in the description it mentions something about that the road network and the yard were taken from the normal Neverland and the rest has been completely rebuilt. So I never played this in 2017 or 2015 or whatever, but it's called Neverland. It's a 4X, or what they're calling a fourfold now. So it's a fourfold map. So it's pretty good size. So I'm going to take what I call a first look, and a first look to me is I don't know anything about this farm. I just want to look at it and determine whether it's something I would care to play. I don't do an in-depth review, so I don't know anything about the map. I'm learning as we go, and so it's not an in-depth review of any kind. So let's just take a look at it and see what it's all about. Now it looks like the farm here is pretty good size staging area. We do get to start with a little bit of equipment. We've got 2 combines, 2 trucks, 2 tractors, a forage wagon it looks like, and a grain bin. So that's not a lot of equipment. You get $1.25 million, so you get $1,250,000, and you don't own any property. So what I did when I started the map, because I wanted to save it, just in case. So I went in and made my normal changes in taking the withering off, that kind of thing. But what I did was I actually purchased a couple of fields. So you start off with nothing. This is your farmland right here, this gray area right here. This is what we're sitting at. And you have to buy that. Okay, when you do, you get that, plus you get this biogas plant and this biogas plant when you purchase this farm. And the farm was less than $200,000, so it didn't cost a lot of money. I bought these 2 fields that are closest to the farm, and as you can tell, they're very small fields. And again, at cursory look at the number of fields on the size of this map. It's a 4X map. You got every shape and size of field that you could dream of. There's a diamond shape. It's just unbelievable. There's so many. There are 60 farms or fields on the map. You have 18 outlets, which would include all those normal things. Your stores, your grocery store, your dealership, all of that kind of stuff. All your sell points, all of that. You have some additional crops. There are carrots, onions, millet, rye, sorghum as new fruits. So you've got those fruits, and as you see, he's made his own icons for things. So they look a lot better than the ones that come with the game. I can tell you that. If you go down to cotton, it actually looks like cotton. So that's pretty sweet. Look at the cotton. Looks like cotton. So I like that right away. That's kind of cool. So you've got some extra crops here. There are 2 BGAs, as we spoke of before, and I think what we're going to do is just take a quick look at what the rest of the place looks like. Now, if you think about the vanilla map that you get when you purchase this game and the size of the fields that you get, this is probably one of the smallest fields in the game right here. We bought these 2 fields that are next to each other here. This one has potatoes on it. But if you look at it, this would constitute a large field in the vanilla game, pretty much. In this one, it's a very, very small field. So that's a pretty good sized field. So you got the potatoes here. And then we got sugar beets here. Now, this field's a little bit bigger because it's a little wider than the other field. It's the same length, but it's a little bit wider. Now, after purchasing the farm, the 2 biogas plants, which is part of the farm, and 2 fields, I ended up with, out of 1,250,000, I ended up with 669,000 that I can use for purchasing equipment. That's not going to go very far. As you can see, the equipment we have is substantial. It's the larger equipment, but we don't have a plow, we don't have a seeder, we don't have a cultivator. There's a lot of equipment we're going to need. So I'm thinking to start with, if you go with what they give you, you're probably going to have to lease some equipment. Once you get the initial plowing out of the way, you're not going to need to plow that often. So I think I would lease the plow. Same with the cultivator. A seeder, I don't know. They can be kind of expensive. So I think that might be the thing to do. But that's the economics of the farm. We'll get to that some other time, maybe in a gameplay. It looks like the roads are... Is this dirt or gravel? Dirt. Okay, it kind of has a country feel to it. From what I can tell, there are no zombie villagers, and I don't see any traffic. I know there are no trains. So, it's pretty quiet. Dirt roads everywhere. Oh, we do have some tarmac. Sweet. We do have some asphalt roads. Alright, let's take a look at the map. The big map. And as you see, there are fields everywhere. The largest number I see is 60. And the description says there are 60. There's a couple of gas stations. There are the animal dealership. There's a ranch up north. We have a sawmill way up north. The spinnery is in the northeast. There is no train, but there is a depot next to the shop. There's a biomass plant. There's a restaurant, a grocery store that's clear to the west. You got a logger house, which I'm thinking is a warehouse. The mule and the bakery, those are listed as bakeries, but I think they're just sell points. I don't think there's production on the farm. I haven't seen any production in 2019 yet. That's what kind of one of the things we're waiting for. Let me run down and see what the Zucker fabric. Isn't that sugar beet or sugar factory? Let's go see what that is. Again, I don't think it's an actual factory. I think it's just a sell point, a place to take your sugar beets, which is fine. That's cool. All right, so this is it right here. I have noticed that there is not a lot of, well, actually there's no signage. So you don't know what anything is if it's not listed on the map. But again, I think it's a sell point for your beets. I think that's what that is. But it's a sugar factory. What else we have? We got a brewery. Really? Is that what that is? Let's go take a look. There's another fuel station. Whoops, I ran into a tree. Ow, that hurt. Man, there's a lot of farmland on this map. Okay, there's the service station. Let's go see what this brewery thing's all about. Again, I think it's just, there's no production, so I think it's just a sell point. This might be where we take maybe the rye. There's got to be a place to sell the rye. Let's take a look at that. Crop-wise, what the heck does rye look like? I think is that the rye right there? You can sell it at the depot. You can sell it at the logger in the logger house. Rafison. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the specker is either. There's the sugar beet place. I'm assuming that's for sugar beets. There's potatoes. There's sugar beets. 219. And the sugar cane, you can sell it to sugar beets. All right. There we go. What else we got? The logger. Little village, little small village here. One of the things I look for in a map, and you know, it's just my play style. When I play games, I play them for entertainment, but I also play them for relaxation and a way. It's a way for me to release the pressures of real life. You know, you get home from a hard day at work. You've had maybe some tension, some controversy, whatever it might be, and you're looking for a way to get away from that. So when I look at farms, for example, in this game, I'm looking for a place that I could call home, some place that I think would be a nice place for me to live. And that's kind of how I play these games. So I look at a place, and it's got to be appealing to me. This looks very country to me, very quiet, very serene. And although there's a lot of work here in the amount of fields that you got, it still looks kind of homey. It's kind of like games that I play, like Skyrim, Fallout 4. I get very attached to the characters that I play and the characters that I meet in the game. And I'm not a role player in any sense of the word. You know, I don't dress up like an elf while I'm running around the forest. Not into that kind of thing. I'm just into entertainment. But I do kind of get into my characters. They become special to me. If one of them dies, it bothers me, as I get attached to them. Well, can you get in here? There we go. Okay, this is the other BGA. This is ours. We own this. So it's just a typical BGA, looks like. Let's take a look at the spinnery. I think they're all these are going to look the same. These outbuildings, basically, they're just sell points because there is no production. Now, when it comes to animals, there is a ranch here. I think that's just from the vanilla game. Isn't the ranch just it's kind of a weird looking spinnery. Big building though. Isn't the ranch just a sell point that was in the vanilla game? Let's go take a look. There's another diamond shaped field here. You might use the mod, the GPA mod on this map. Might be a use for it. I haven't used a GPS map. I haven't used a GPS mod yet because I haven't found a use for it. On this map, there might be because they're not square north, south, east, west fields. Okay, this is the ranch. So this might be a place to have your horses, because there's an arena, horse arena here, a jumping station. Sweet. I wonder what they sell here. Oats, maybe. It's a ranch. Is this like a barn? Can't get in the building. Yeah, you can. Horse barn. Interesting. The question is, when you buy horses, do they show up here? I doubt it. I really kind of do. Can't get in there. Okay, so it's probably just for show. But that kind of makes me wonder where you would put your animal pens. I don't know if you could drop one in here or not. What do we got on the side here? Did they leave room for that? Maybe. Maybe you could drop it right here. Interesting. So by the map, it'd be yours to do what you want, with whatever you want with it. All right, mosey down the road here. I want to go up and take a look and see what the sawmill looks like. There's a chicken's stockyard. Patterson Stockyard. I doubt if it's just for chickens. They got a kind of a chicken icon there, but I think this is where you sell your animals. Basically, it'd be a slaughterhouse, right? Isn't that what it says on the map? Animal dealer. Buy and sell, trade, rent your animals out. Somebody might want a bunch of chickens for a birthday party. Pitter patter of tiny little feet here. I'm getting used to that noise. I don't like it at first. Okay, so this is your sawmill. Interesting, because you don't see... Where's the forest? Is this an actual forest? No, that's... Oh my god, that's the end of the world. Oh my god, the world is flat. Who would have known? So, these... Oh. Okay, you've got a sawmill, but where are the trees? Interesting. We got here information. Oh, I gotta turn my boots off. They're too fast. Okay, it's not giving me any information. Interesting. Don't you hit R when you're on one of those? Oh well. We know it's a sawmill. But I don't see trees. Where's the forest? Where's the forest, Gump? Maybe you have to plant your own trees, like poplars or something. Interesting. What else we got to look at here? That's about it, really. There's a biomass. Whee! There is a village here someplace, isn't there? Did we already see the village? There's a village. Alright, so there's like a motel, restaurant place. Quaint little houses. There's a church. Oh, we got a new family coming in building a house. There are no villagers, though. I haven't seen any. There's the grocery store. Whoa, I hit a tree. Alright, here's my two fields. Not this one. This one. And this one. Alrighty. Well, unlike FS17, when we had all kinds of production, you know, we had flour mills and donut factories and things like that. There's really not that much to see in FS19 now. So basically what you're looking at is, you know, is this something that you'd like to play because you like that number of fields? Is it a challenge to you? Do you want to play this and buy every field? And oh my God, that would be extraordinary busy. That's about all I can show you. So if you like it, it's called Neverland. I'll put a description. I will put a link to the map in the description. I hope you had fun. If you did, give it a like, share it with a friend. I'll see you again in the next video. Happy farming.